Hey, it's Chris from 70s Big. Sorry I'm late on this video, but I was busy this weekend. I recently moved, hurt my toe, and grew a mustache. So more on that later. Anyways, got a few questions. I'm going to fill you all in with those. First question is, talk about what I do for conditioning and when I do it and things like that. Well, I'm on a typical like powerlifting split, where I'm 4 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and I do my conditioning Tuesday and Saturday. I do I either pull the sled or push the prowler on Tuesday, and on Saturdays I'm do a little bit more, do something a little bit more intense. Either push the prowler, pull the sled with more weight, and add in like doing like tire flips, things like that. As far as like when the best time to do conditioning, I would do it. If you're like, say if you're squatting on Saturday, don't do a bunch of conditioning on Friday. So it's not going to so much hurt you, but I feel it could hinder your workouts a little bit. So always try to do your conditioning on days like on your squat days. So condition after you squat or after you deadlift. Preferably do that, or condition on the day prior to a rest day. So you'll have that rest day to rest and be recovered for your next training day. As far as like when I push the prowler, it varies with the weight on there, because when Mike and I would push it, we would, like, sometimes we would just have like 4 plates on there, and the friction with the concrete and the prowler made it feel like there was 1,000 pounds on there. So some surfaces were easier to push, so therefore we'd use more weight. As far as pulling the sled, sometimes we would do like pulling it for 100 feet with the heavier weight, then rest for a little bit, and go like 8 rounds or something like that. Other times we would walk with it for a minute, rest for a minute, walk with it for a minute, rest for a minute, and so on for like 3 or 4 times. And that kicks your ass, but it's awesome. Anyways, I hope that answers your question about the conditioning. If I need to be more specific, please let me know. Training recommendations for training for your training schedule. Should you break it up? Like, should you do strength training? Focus on strength conditioning. I feel that you can do both at the same time. I feel a good training schedule is year-round. For a good strength training schedule is year-round. I feel that you can always, I feel that you can always be in the gym doing strength training. I don't feel that you can. Basically, I think it just depends on your goal. If your goal is to become, more conditioned, or depends on what you're training for. If you're training for more of a powerlifting meet, strongman competition, powerlifting meet, you're strictly strength. You can do conditioning, so you have, so you can be jacked and tan. But strongman competitions, you might need to do, if you're training for a strongman comp, you might need to do more conditioning. But I feel that you should always train strength year-round. Deloading every 6 weeks would be good, so therefore you won't get overtrained, and you just feel better in general. I have a hard time deloading because I don't like it, but sometimes I'm forced to. But I think I'm going to start deloading every 6 weeks, because I think that it would help me. But I do recommend that. But strength training year round I feel is a good thing. Um, you know, I have knee sleeves, and I don't really wash them ever. I haven't washed them in a long time. I don't like to wash them. I don't know why. Uh, they don't smell that good. You know, they don't give me any skin irritation or anything like that. So I'm good with them. I think I don't know why I don't want to wash them. I probably should. So that's really all I got with that. Uh, but you know, if I've washed them a couple times, but if you do wash them, do not dry them in the dryer. Let them air dry. But you can throw them in the washing machine. That'll be okay. Just wash them in cold water and let them air dry. You know, how many warm-ups do I do before I do my RDLs, my 3 sets of 5 RDLs? Well, I always do my RDLs after I squat, so I'm pretty warm, so I usually do like 3 warm-ups. So I always like doing 135. I do 135, 225. Depending on what my work set is, I'll do like 315. So generally, and then hit my work set, you know, 365 or whatever. I don't know why my mustache is on the side of my face. It's really weird. But there it is. Yeah, 3 warm-ups is pretty good. I'd say that's the norm. I would recommend that for, you know, whatever weight you're doing. But because generally you would do the RDLs, you know, after you squat, so you'd already be pretty warm. 2 to 3 warm-ups is good. The sizing of the t-shirts from the 70s big t-shirts. Well, I'm moving up to a 3X, so 2X's are too small on me. So I'm not quite sure how big you are, but I would, you know, I feel that they're short. I have a long torso, so, and a big back, so therefore the t-shirts are short on me. They're like midriffs. So I need a 3X. 2X's are a little short, but they do fit, but they're a little snug. So you know, I hope that helps. Wash it in cold water, and you know, get a bigger size, because you're gonna get bigger, right? And more jacked. So why not? And I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, sum this up, but I'll talk about my toe injury at another time. But basically, I injured my toe moving. I didn't know I injured it, and so I'm kind of taking a break with training. I did train today. I did bench and press, PR'd on close grip. So yeah, buddy. But it's not that cool. It's fine. But I'll fill you all in more about the toe deal later on. But that's all I got. So 70sbig.com. See ya.